So what is this topping we put on barbecued meats? Well, it's a mushroom onion topping that's gonna knock your socks off. Now you can go to Black Angus or any other fancy steakhouse, and they'll ask you, do you want to add mushrooms for an extra $1? Well, now with this recipe, you can just make it at home and bring it on your own. Here are the ingredients. 1 medium-sized yellow onion, half a pound of mushrooms. Since this is 24 ounces of mushrooms, we're gonna use about 1/3 of the package. But if you want to add more mushrooms and onions, feel free. They always shrink down a lot when you cook, so you're going to wind up with less than you thought you would when you started. 1/4 cup of butter, so half of this stick. 3 tablespoons of parsley. We don't like parsley very much, so I left it out. You could substitute basil, cilantro, or another herb. 1 tablespoon of your finest wine. Oh, who am I kidding? You can buy the cheapest stuff you want because we're just going to cook with it. You won't notice the difference. 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, for those who like saltiness. 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, for those who like flavor. Salt and pepper to taste. I know I don't just do this once and keep using my salt and pepper. If you watch closely, you'll notice the difference every single time. Let's start this mushroom onion topping by preparing the onion. First, we're going to cut through a little bit of each side. Then we're going to peel it. Very easy. Take off all the bad bits. I just take off 1 layer of onion. 1 layer. Then I'm going to wash it. Get all the way through that first layer, and it comes off really easily. Whoop. Take off all the little coverings so we don't have those anymore. Run it through water. And then back to running through water. Taking off all that nastiness there may have been there. Here's how I like to slice onions. Boom, down the middle. Make sure you go right through that rib part, that center rib part. All right, once down through the middle. Cut off, about yay much on one side. Oh, wait, are these slices? Yes, these are slices that I want. About yay much on this side. Fold those down. And then slice. Boom, boom, boom. 1 more. Nice and sliced. Don't need to break them up. That's what the grill is for. Slice the other ones. I can talk about the geometry of why that's the right way to slice them. But just know that it works beautifully. Magic. Same on the other half. If this wasn't featured onions, you only want half an onion. You take the other half, wrap it in foil, put it in the refrigerator. Don't bother buying one of those lame ass onion savers. Not worth it. Aluminum foil works fine. Oops, now the others. And 1 more for this one. Boom, onions cut. Set that aside. There's the onion. You can watch that while I wash up the mushrooms. Now that we've washed our mushrooms, let's put aside the onion. Take out the stems. Then we're going to slice them up. This is what was missing the last video when I prepared the mushrooms. Somehow my recorder didn't record. So I lost all this wonderful stem peeling. Time to slice them up. Okay, for this recipe, we're going to use a medium-sized saucepan. There we go. At a medium-high heat. Or so that's pretty good. First, gonna melt a quarter cup of butter. So I slice through the butter. I can do the whole cube, half a cube at once. Not a good idea. We're gonna slice it up a little. Thirds is good. Try to get the packaging in the butter. Just gonna toss it in there and melt it. I still use a sharp knife even for this part. Let it melt. Oh, butter melting. The beautiful look of melting butter. Just let it melt. There it goes. Stir it around a bit. Bring your other ingredients nearby, you get them ready. Change your mind. I use a little dried basil in mine later. When it comes to that time to put in the parsley and some dried basil, it'll be fine. Just bubbling. Melted nicely. 3 minutes for onions. Onions go first, and it'll take 3 minutes. Rinse out my onion dish because I'm all about saving work. That's the dish we're gonna put them back in when it's all cooked. Then we take a spatula. Not liking my temp. Let's turn it up. There we go. Cook those onions. Like I said, 3 minutes and we'll be back. Okay, that's been about 3 minutes in the frying pan. They're a little bit yellow from the cooking. I can really smell the onion cooking aroma. You can see that even though I did not break them up earlier, it's a good tip for not making your eyes cry when cutting onions. Don't break them up until you cook them. They have now successfully all broken apart in the frying pan. About 3 minutes done, we're gonna add in the mushrooms. I'm gonna cook them for about 5 minutes and gonna toss in some basil for some extra earthy flavor. Stir those up on occasion. Stir them up. The mushrooms will make their own little sauce. It'll come out soon. We're gonna cook this for about 5 minutes. I can see the mushrooms already soaked up all the extra butter because that butter that was in there is nowhere to be found. It's done. So here we go. Stir it all up, stir it up, stir it up. Boom. Alright, so this is about a 5 minute cooking time with the mushrooms and onions combined. If you over stir it, they don't cook. So let them cook for 5 minutes. We'll stir it maybe once or twice in the meantime. And I'll come back and show you what you do after 5 minutes are up. After about 5 minutes, this is what it's going to look like. You can see the mushrooms have wilted and cooked down a bit. That's usually what they do. Now we're going to add a tablespoon of red wine. Taste the decadence. Teaspoon of the imperial. Worcestershire sauce. Teaspoon of soy sauce. Then salt and pepper to your liking. I don't know, maybe about a half teaspoon of that. Salt-wise, I'm not a big fan of salt. Let's see, how much we're gonna add. That looks pretty good. A little bit of salt to supplement the soy sauce, which is already salty. I'm gonna stir it all up and cook another 3 minutes for all the flavors to combine. The butter, the wine, the Worcestershire, and the soy. That's been a good 3 minutes. One more stir. Oh, very thick. Sauce is almost gone completely. So it's nice and soaked up in the vegetables. We'll turn it off. Get it ready to serve. Now all I need is a good piece of meat, like a filet mignon, to put it on.
Mushroom.
Okay, do the mushrooms.
Is the mushroom a separate dish?
Yeah, well, it can go on the steak, but yeah.
They taste better than chicken marsala mushrooms.
Since you've made it this far, why don't you go ahead and top that like button, just like we use some mushroom and onions to top our favorite steaks and hamburgers today. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to be notified of all my new videos that come out on Mondays. And just to mess with those who don't watch this part of the video, slip the word fungus in your comment down below for a chance at a shout out in my next video. Thanks for watching. Have a happy and healthy day.